So, what's going on with Nicki Minaj and this whole gold Trump card thing and all of this? And what does that mean for you as a Black woman? What does that mean for this country in terms of the direction that it's going in? And should you stay here or get out and use starting a business to do it? That is what we're going to discuss today. My name is Valerie Walton, and I'm really excited to have you here. I have been an entrepreneur my entire adult life. My first taste of entrepreneurship was actually at 12 years old. I started my own business, inspired by me reading books. There was a book series I was a big fan of. And yeah, I have been an entrepreneur my whole adult life, and an online entrepreneur for the past 11 years. And I love it because my life is completely different than the average person. And I am in love with it. And that's the most important thing. I am in love with how my life is. So we're going to get into it. Now, I am not here to talk about whether or not Nicki Minaj is a sellout or whether or not I'm a fan of hers or anything like that. But in case you were wondering, considering the fact that I was born in 1980, I grew up with a different female rapper. But bam, okay? This was my favorite. And then all of a sudden, one generation later, somebody comes along and takes all of this and says it's their original style. That's all I had to say about that. Anyway, now let's get serious. Okay, I'm back with my notes because I want to make sure that I cover everything. So let's first talk about what this United States Gold Card is. All right. So the Gold Card is a Trump administration program created by executive order, of course, designed to fast track immigrant visa processing for wealthy applicants who make a large financial gift to the United States of America. Okay. Now, it's overseen by the Department of Commerce in coordination with state and DHS. On the official program site, it says it's $15,000 non-refundable DHS processing fee. Then, after being vetted, it's a $1 million contribution for an individual or $2 million if a company sponsors an employee. If approved, the site says that the person receives lawful and permanent resident status, which is basically a green card, under EB1 or EB2. These are employment-based categories. The executive order says that the gift is treated as evidence supporting eligibility under those categories, and for EB2s, a possible national interest waiver. But it still says consistent with law, and visa caps still do exist. The program has also been framed publicly as being meant to replace the EB5, which is an older investor visa that required an investment plus job creation. So, in case you're wondering, no, the gold card is not instant citizenship. That's not what it means, but it is permanent residency and it is a faster path to citizenship. Okay, I knew that, but I wasn't sure if people were going to believe me when I said that. So, I have my notes. Well, here's what the gold card is not. Okay, this is not an honorary passport. It's not a skip the law ticket. So, there is still vetting and admissibility. Still applies. This is not a magic wand that overrides how U.S. citizenship works. There's still application, background checks, civics, and English requirements, etc. And that shiny card looking thing that people post online, that is branding or, PR. It's not an actual immigration document that you could just flash at the airport. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about Nicki Minaj and what has been reported versus what's actually confirmed. So, what she has publicly claimed or posted at some point online is that, let's see, reports say that Nicki posted a photo of a Trump gold card and suggested that she got it free of charge. With that $1,015,000. And she said she was finalizing citizenship paperwork. So how fast was her fast track, and what did she have to do to get it? Because listen, if you want to sit up there and claim that Kamala Harris slept her way to the top and still didn't win the presidency, what the heck did Nikki have to do to be up there on stage with the actual president and get this card talking about immigration when it's supposed to be for residency? Girl, what'd you do? Allegedly. Okay. The White House account reportedly posted and retweeted the post and pointed people to the official Gold Card site. Now, here's what officials and what reporting has said right after. Other reporting said the Gold Card she received was described by a White House official as a memento. It's not an actual visa document changing her status. That same reporting says she's been a lawful permanent resident for around 20 years, meaning she already had that basic status that the Gold Card is designed to help people obtain, only faster. Now, I was aware of this. Maybe this is new, like news to you. Maybe this is news to you, but Nicki Minaj is not a U.S. citizen. I don't know. She's from Trinidad, and interestingly enough, my kid's father is from Trinidad. But uh, yeah, that's not part of the U.S. And I think some people did not know that. So I just wanted to clear that up for you, just in case you were one of those folks. Now, because of that, she has even, there's reports that she has even said that she illegally came to the States when she was around like 5 or something like that. Um, Reportedly, allegedly. So that, with that being the case, I don't know how she ended up finally getting the proper documentation to be in the country legally, but at some point, I guess she did, reportedly, allegedly. So she has residency here already, and from what I understand, permanent residency. But again, the Gold Card is designed to speed up her process on the path to citizenship. And with it being sped up, that's why I asked, how fast is it going for her to be saying she's finalizing paperwork for citizenship? Because there's a difference between citizenship and residency. So, girl, what you doing? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, either this is a PR flex or it's a symbolic gift, that the card itself. But based on what's been reported, it doesn't automatically mean her legal status changed overnight. Her legal immigration status changed overnight. Um, so what this likely means for Nikki, if she already is or was a green card holder, then the Gold Card doesn't really give her a new superpower because she already has the residency. If she's pursuing citizenship now, the normal route is still to file an N-400, um, and so on and so forth. Now, what it could change, if anything, not the law itself, but it could change in terms of visibility, in terms of access, in terms of influence, and in terms of speed around the paperwork, which rich people already have via their top attorneys. So this isn't anything new. I'm gonna just put it to you like that. And what it definitely did was it put her at the center of a story that blends celebrity with immigration, with politics, with money, aka attention, which she loves. And if she ain't getting it, she gonna have a beef with you too. Oh God. So now what does this mean for celebrities going forward? Well, the Gold Card creates a high dollar, high speed lane that celebrities or their teams or sponsors could use to bring talent to the US quickly via the corporate sponsor version. But here's the twist: many major entertainers already qualify for a strong immigration path, like the O1 or the EB1, through the extraordinary what through the extraordinary ability type routes. The Gold Card might be less about can they qualify and more about how fast and how branded could this be. Expect more of the I got the Gold Card celebrity moments that are really just political theater, status flexing, or donation as access optics, whether or not their legal status actually changed. So, the next question that I wanted to ask to myself as well as to you is, is this a political pipeline? What does this mean moving forward? Right. So basically this program's vibe is, oh, if you're rich, vetted, and beneficial, we're gonna roll out the red carpet for you. Um but it's weird though, because at the same time, this same administration has been pushing aggressive aggressive to say the least immigration crackdowns while it's promoting this wealth-based fast track. So we don't want the people that, when I look at you, I think poor, I think you don't belong. But if I look at you and I feel like you do belong, okay, you got $1 million, get in. Okay. Now, where some people may have the fear is this: if there's a way for this guy, this president, to be able to almost infiltrate the country, but start slowly filling the country with more people that is aligned with him, and it's okay wherever they are in the world, we'll just make them citizens, and now you can vote. What will that mean for us? What will that mean for this country? And child, I don't know. But I'm not sitting around here to wait and figure it out. Okay. I don't want to wait and see. I got plans in motion. I got things that I'm trying to do for not only myself, but for my family. And who knows, maybe for you too, if you're looking to work with me. So let's do this. One of the things that I like to focus on is, even though all of this crazy chaos is going on in the world right now today, guess what? You ain't got to be a part of that. You might be in this world, but you ain't got to be of this world, nor do you need to be of this country. So, what you could do instead is start using some of these biblical principles that you believe in as a believer, right? As a born again, saved Christian woman that's black, right? And you might be thinking to yourself, well, yeah, what if I were to start making plans to pack my bags and just go somewhere else? I keep hearing about these other places in South America or Southeast Asia, or either even other places in maybe Eastern Europe that I might want to go and check out. Maybe I'll live there long term. Maybe I'll live there short term. Maybe I'll do some slow travel. Maybe I'll renounce my citizenship after getting a second, third, or even fourth passport. If you're starting to consider these things like I am, to be honest with you, then here's one very simple way that you can do so. It's not easy, but it is simple, and that is you could start your own business. Again, I have been an entrepreneur my entire adult life. I know the ins and outs in all different kinds of businesses. And so, one thing that I gravitated towards was having an online business. It's so much easier to run an online business. Well, maybe I shouldn't say easy, but it's way less complicated to run an online business than a brick and mortar. At least it was for me. That's been my experience. And so, way less overhead, much simpler. Day to day operations is as little as you want it to be. Could be 1 to 2 hours a day, as opposed to having set hours every day in a brick and mortar. So, with that being said, I like to take biblical principles and apply them to my life. I am not a performative Christian. I am a transformative Christian. When you look at me, you're going to see that there's been transformation in my life, because I fully believe that when you have the Spirit, people should be able to see the fruit, not just you talking, right? I also believe that Jesus meant what he said when he told Peter, "What's it to you? You follow me. Don't worry about what John is over here doing. You follow me. You keep your eyes on me. Stop looking at him. And unfortunately, there are too many Christians looking around at other people, trying to tell you what you should be doing, shouldn't be doing, making laws around how they want you to live your life. I don't live like that. I live showing people Jesus through me by setting example, through being the example. My whole focus is on Jesus, not on the storm. And right now, you may think there's a storm going on, and I would agree with you. And so we ain't got time for that. So what we do have time to do is make a plan, make an exit strategy, okay? Or at least at the bare minimum, expand our options so that we have the freedom that our ancestors died to give us. Okay? So one of the ways that I do it is through taking the biblical principle that I've received from Second Kings, chapter 4, verses 2 through 7. And it's about Elisha and the widow. Through no fault of her own, things got a little crazy. And she needed to come up with the money to be able to save her family, have a better future, and be able to live her life. And not just muddle through it, struggle through it, but actually enjoy it. That wasn't even a thought in her mind at first, but that was the outcome. And how does she get to this point? God instructed her through Elisha, right, to go into her home and basically start a business. And when she started that business and sold those vessels of oil, child, oil represents anointing. And it obviously was anointed. Everything that she was doing was anointed, because not only did she make enough money to pay off the debt, but like Elisha told her, she would have enough money for her and her sons, her family, to live off the rest. To live, fully live off the rest. Because our God ain't small, okay? He's a God of abundance. And he wants you abundant in every area of your life. Spiritually abundant, yes. But he also gives us the Holy Spirit to give us a sound mind, to teach us all things, including parenting, including business. So, and including so many other things that you may want to know in life. So, with that being said, maybe one of the options for you to be able to make a plan to have more freedom is to start your business. Go into your house and go find out where your oil is and start pouring. And that's where I come in to help. Call me the modern day Elisha. In Black woman form, because I will help you to do that. I will help you to figure out what is your oil, right? What are the skills, the talents, the experiences, the gifts that God has poured into you already, that you already possess, and take that and turn it into income for you. And not just have it be income, but have it turn into freedom by not trying to run this business forever, but instead having an exit strategy behind it where you will take the profits that you're earning from your business and then put it into other investment vehicles and passive income vehicles that are ethical and that make sense for you to have sustainable income while you figure out what else it is that you want to do in life and be able to fully live life, right? Jesus came to give you life and life more abundantly. Live it. And that's in every area, right? Shalom is more than just peace, as in I lit some candles. Shalom is peace, health, wealth, wellness in every area of your life. It is so holistic. And that is what I like to help women to do, starting with business and through business to get you where you want to go. So if you're interested in that, check out my description. I've got things rolling out. So this is one of the reasons why you need to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications, because I will start adding in some of the resources that I have to be able to help women, including one that I know you're going to love. All of it's coming soon, but I'm really looking forward to having you come along on this journey and us supporting each other and just having each other's back as we go on this journey. It might be brand new for you, or it might be something that you're looking to start up again, but whatever it is, I'm here and I am willing and able to help you out. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.